Good morning, everyone. It's Dave, and I just want to say welcome to our next reading of the New Testament. So it is Sunday. Um, I am unable to go to church because I'm in the military and I'm currently not vaccinated. So I'm on what we call restriction of movement because we just came back from a tour out of the country. And basically, what that means is I have to stay home for 7 days. So I can't go to church. So I will bring church to you today if you're stuck at home as well. How about that? So for those who've been following along, you know that we have finished up the book of Philemon, and we're going to start into the book of Hebrews. Now today I'm going to be reading out of my R.C. Sproul Reformation Bible. It's the study Bible. Now, we're not going to use it as a study Bible today, but if you're curious about this Bible, it's really big and really heavy. And I just did an unboxing video. I'll put it up here yesterday. So really, if you don't know anything about R.C. Sproul, you should definitely do some research into that. He's a great guy. Unfortunately, he's passed away, and the church has lost yet another great person to spread the gospel. So today we're going to read Hebrews chapter 1. That's where we're at today. And we will be reading out of the New King James Version, like I said. And if you don't have a Bible, as always, remember you can go to Bible.com or download the YouVersion app to your phone, and you can read for free. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, God, who at various times and in various ways spoke in time past to the fathers by the prophets, has in the last days spoken to us by his Son, whom he has appointed heir of all things, through whom also he made the worlds, who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down at the right hand of the majesty on high, having become so much better than the angels, as he, by inheritance, obtained a more excellent name than they. The Son exalted above the angels. For to which of the angels did he ever say, "You are my Son, today I have begotten you"? And again, "I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son"? But when he again brings the firstborn into the world, he says, "Let all the angels of God worship him." And of the angels he says, "Who makes his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire." But to the Son he says, "Your throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness and hated lawlessness. Therefore God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of gladness more than your companions. And you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of your hands. They will perish, but you remain, and they will all grow old like a garment. Like a cloak you will fold them up, and they will be changed. But you are the same, and your years will not fail. But to which of the angels has he ever said, 'Sit at my right hand, till I make your enemies your footstool'? Are they not all ministering spirits, sent forth to minister for those who will inherit salvation?" So that kind of tells you, we talk about our guardian angels, that last bit. Just curious, let's see what the study Bible says about that last verse. Are they not all ministering spirits, sent forth to minister for those who will inherit salvation? So 1 verse 14. Let's see, it says the Son's position, this talks about 13 and 14. So the Son's position of heavenly authority is contrasted to the angels' role as servants to those who will inherit salvation, that is, who share as co-heirs in the Son's rights as heir. The angels are servants to Christ, but also to his people, who inherit salvation through union with him. In this, his people are favored above the angels. How amazing is that? references to that in 1 Corinthians 6:3 as well, if interested in checking that out. So just remember, these guardian angels that we talk about, they're here for us. The angels are here to minister to us, to help us along throughout our days. So that concludes chapter 1 of Hebrews. Hebrews is a very, very interesting book. They're not sure who wrote it. Some people think Paul did. Some people think maybe Luke. There's even some thinking that some of the people that maybe Paul was with, such as Silas and Epaphras, maybe they could have done it. There's a lot of contention in the fact that Paul may have written it, just because it's different from anything else that he's ever written. And then also a lot believe that just the way that this book is written, it's written from like almost that you can like the person actually wasn't there with Christ, and just it's just different. It's very, very different. I'm looking here just real quick in the study Bible, and they're guessing that it was written between 50 and 90 AD. So perhaps. So they said perhaps a better date is between AD 60 and 70. So really written just before the temple was destroyed in Jerusalem. So one of the messages that you'll keep seeing in the book of Hebrews as we go along is that it's really pointing to Christ. We'll get into a very, very somewhat mysterious person named Melchizedek, who was a high priest and a king at the time, I believe. I believe he was a king as well, but he was a high priest. And we'll get into that a little bit. At location X, where I just was, we were doing our services were in Hebrews, so I learned quite a lot from one of the people there who was leading our service. So I hope I can pass along some of that knowledge to you all as well. So anyways, that's Hebrews chapter 1 out of our Reformation Study Bible, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. And from Central Texas, God bless.
When life keeps falling and wonder where he is in all this mess, he's right there to guide you. Unseen, you're not alone. His light shines on the past that